Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today I just kind of want to do a little bit of an update video again, man. I made a video a couple days ago talking to you guys about some stuff that was going on, just talking about how I felt and everything, pretty much for the first time. Just kind of opening up to you guys and just letting you know a little bit about me and what I go through, the things that I'm dealing with right now, how I'm feeling and everything. And I probably sound totally different in this video. It's been a few days. I've had some time to reflect on everything. I've had some time to process my emotions a little bit, think about, the grand scheme of things, figure out a little bit about who I am as a person and like where I want my life to go, really. And I just kind of want to come on here and just talk about a couple things again, because it's really a couple things out there that I really just want to address and get off my chest and, continue to open up a little bit to you guys. Cause I mean, honestly, that felt really good, man. It's been a while that I've done YouTube, right? I've been doing videos on my channel for 10 years now, pretty much, almost 11 in reality. And I've never really taken the opportunity to like show me, to like really let myself show. It's just kind of like my opinions and my coverage of situations and whatever it may be, right? It's not really me, it's not Optimus here. It's not the person behind the channel or anything. And in the future, I kind of want to change that a little bit. I want to do a little bit more and talk about a little bit more and just kind of give you guys a little bit of a look into my personal life, because I realized, man, that it's helped a lot of people out there. And I don't want to sound like, some sort of savior or something, like I'm doing something special, because in reality, all I'm doing is talking about how I feel. But I've been reading a lot of your guys' comments and like your messages. I mean, ever since I made that video and I put it up, it's just been like this crazy outshowing of support. And honestly, man, I really didn't expect it. Like, I didn't know what was going to happen when I uploaded that video, right? Telling you guys like what's going on and how I personally feel. I mean, you know how the internet is, right? Like it could be two completely different reactions. You could have people clown you and shit on you and laugh at you, or you could have people be supportive and really kind of just be there for you and just let you know that you're supported and that you're valued and everything. And that's the reaction that I got. Like, that video went really well. I mean, that has, like, last I looked, it had like 13,000 likes on it, hella comments on it, just people being really supportive. I checked my Instagram DMs and my Facebook DMs this morning with my team and everything, and we were reading through some of the messages, and there was just so many different messages from people, saying all kinds of different things, telling me what they're personally going through, what's happening in their lives, how, my video impacted them. And for some people, it made them feel inspired that, somebody with a platform like me would speak out about something like that and talk about an issue like that, especially with it being so personal. And then, a lot of other people were like, I'm also going through some shit too, and like just hearing you open up about it and realizing that I'm not alone in that shit, like, it helped. And to be honest, man, like, you guys don't realize how much that means. Like, just knowing that I have a positive impact on really anybody out there is just enough, for real. Like, even if it was just one or two people that said something, and they showed support and they showed love and everything, and, told me that they were going through shit and like I helped them, or I made them view things differently, or I've had an impact on their lives, right? Like, but it wasn't just one or two people. I would be happy if it was, but man, it was literally thousands of people, different people from all different walks of life, with all different types of circumstances, just telling me everything that they could, thanking me for making that video and thanking me for making all the videos that I do. Like, that shit really means a lot to me, because I put my all into this shit, man. I put everything I can into YouTube. Like I said in that video, I've been working 12-hour days recently, just trying to make all these projects work and just trying to piece together the vision that I have for my brand and for my channel and for my career. And shit, man, it still sucks, like the whole Twitter thing, right? I mean, I spent some time talking about that in the last video, so I don't really want to like, focus on it too much in this one, but it didn't get fixed, right? They didn't give me a chance to appeal it. Twitter hasn't fixed it or anything, but I mean, shit, it is what it is, man. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Like, I got another I think 3.5 days that I'm banned off of using my Twitter, so I'm gonna have to just hold off of talking about a lot of my projects and stuff that I got until then. But it sucks because, like, I just got the soundtrack to my game, and like there was this comic book I've been working on. Phase 2 of the development of one of my games that I've been, working on is supposed to be done in a couple days, and not being able to share that shit with like my followers and my supporters, man, that really hurt my soul a little bit, because like I realize all it is like, man, you just gotta wait a little bit, you gotta push it back a little bit, but like you gotta think, every day I've been waking up for months, right, with this idea that like in this time period specifically, that I was going to be able to get all these projects released and everything, and I put so much dedication and so much work and shit into it just for all that to happen. But I mean, shit, it is what it is, bro. Like, you can't sit around and worry about that too much. At the end of the day, day, I'm still going to get to create these projects and share them with everybody and just kind of still do my thing, and bring all this stuff out and, tell everybody what's going on. I know I'm saying, and shit a lot, but I'm just kind of rambling off the top. This isn't scripted or anything. So I'm just telling you exactly what's on my mind and exactly how I feel, because that's the most authentic that I can be, is to just come right at you guys with what's going on, right? I don't want to sit here and pussyfoot around shit and dance around the topic and not tell you things and whatever, right? It don't make sense. But I just been spending the last few days kind of just thinking about everything, just kind of trying to plan the future of my life out a little bit more and just figure shit out, right? And like I said, man, I'm a young man, so like I put a lot of expectations on myself, for real, and a lot of stress on myself, and I probably don't manage it the right way. And like, just to be as honest as I can and as transparent as I can, as hard as this is to really tell people and say, I kind of gave up on my medicine for a while. Should I take medicine for anxiety and shit? And I just, over the last few weeks, man, I just haven't been taking it, and that's definitely not helping me, you know what I mean? I don't know what I was thinking. That was just such a stupid decision on my part, but that's something I really want to stress to people too, is like, I'm one of them people, like, I don't believe that medicine solves everything, right? Like, I feel like, especially when you're dealing with mental illness like I do, like bipolar disorder, anxiety, depression, things like this, you got to make lifestyle changes, man. You got to do things in your personal life and switch circumstances that you deal with on a daily basis if you really want to make that shit right. I mean, yeah, the medicine helps and everything, and it helps correct the course, and it helps me tolerate shit a lot better, and I really don't know why I stopped taking it in the first place, but at the same time, like, you got to make changes in your personal life and like make sacrifices sometimes with stuff that you don't want to give up. And like, you just got to deal with that shit head on. And so for me, I've been looking, to move and everything. I'm just trying to get a new change of scenery and just kind of figure my life out a little bit, trying to get out of where I am and everything, man. It just feels like, especially since I'm in the house so much, just cooped up all the time, like I don't know, the house don't have the same feeling to it anymore. And like, I'm still gonna, have that experience of working in an office in my home and everything, but it's going to be completely different, and everything's going to be different. And I think that that's really going to help me too. Then plus on top of that, other lifestyle changes that I'm making, like I'm going to start getting back into the gym and everything, lifting weights, shit like that, just to get myself out the house a little bit, get a little bit more routine in my life outside of doing YouTube. I mean, like, my life isn't like falling apart or something outside of YouTube. Like, I still got everything going on. I still got friends and family and everything. But at the end of the day, like, I feel like if I have more routine in my life and like I'm doing more stuff outside of YouTube and shit, that would just make me happier, and it would make it better off for me, just to kind of go do something with my friends and just kind of just focus on building myself up a little bit, probably build my self-esteem up a little more. I'm already a pretty confident guy, but I mean, shit, I think anytime you can better your self-esteem, like, that's really a good thing, you know what I mean? Like, anytime you can make it better on yourself, you should, and I think that's a good opportunity for me too. So to be honest, man, like, as hard as it is to say and everything, like, it's just got to be a lot of changes in my life. And like, I'm not going away from YouTube or nothing. I want to clarify that. Like, I'm still going to be posting videos. I'm still going to be working on my channel and doing my thing pretty much every day. I'm definitely going to take some days off and whatnot here and there, like I kind of do now and everything. But I'm still going to be doing YouTube and like chasing this shit full time and like really working on this and developing all these projects that I got going on and everything. But I'm just also kind of working on everything in my personal life a little bit and trying to reshuffle the cards a little bit and give myself maybe a better hand. Because honestly, man, right now I'm just miserable. And it sucks, bro. Like, when you just go to bed and like you're just sick to your stomach just all fucking day, and you're just laying there in bed and like you can't close your eyes and you can't sleep because your mind is just racing and shit. And like, the first thing that happens like when you wake up is just shitty ass thoughts, and it sucks. But like, I gotta do something, man. I can't just sit around and feel sorry for myself and just feel like I'm not gonna be able to get back up on my feet and be able to get to a better place in my life, right? Like, where does that get anybody? Like, and the thing is, it's like, I'm not shitting on anybody who goes through problems where they beat themselves up, because like, I'm probably my own biggest critic. Like, I really beat myself up a lot mentally about a lot of stuff. But if you just sit around and you just criticize yourself and you beat on yourself all the time and just kind of just really have a bad mentality about yourself and about things going on in your life, and like, you don't make any effort to change it or fix it or anything, how can you really expect for shit to get better, right? Like, how can you expect for your life to piece together and for shit to work itself out if you don't put in any effort to just fix and everything? everything, man, and just putting everything together. And like, that's really where I am in my life right now. I mean, I've gotten really complacent over the last few years in my personal life. You know, I've been working on YouTube and everything. I've been doing good for myself. I've been building a really good life for myself, but I just kind of got stuck in the mud recently, man. Like, I kind of just hit a really big road bump, and it just threw me completely off course, and it just fucked with everything. Like, everything in my life just, it right now feels really foggy, and the future for me is really uncertain, and like, I hate dealing with uncertainty because of that anxiety and shit, but part of me just has to deal with that, you know? Like, I mean, everybody's life isn't easy, you know? Like, everybody has their own path in life, and everybody has their own, you know, vision of everything and their own destiny, and for everything to come together the right way, right? It takes a lot of soul searching and a lot of just figuring things out and just thinking about things, putting things into perspective, considering the pros versus the cons to shit. And that's where I am. And like, yeah, my mind's racing 24/7. Shit, it hurts. Like, I'm going through a lot, you know? But at the end of the day, man, like, I'm gonna be okay. And I know that, you know, like, for a long time in my life. But shit, everybody goes through rough patches, you know? Everybody has those couple of weeks where shit just gets real rough. And like, everybody just has that time, you know, where they just gotta really kind of face themselves in the mirror and make grown man decisions, you know? Just make some big ass decisions for yourself and really just kind of lead yourself through it, you know? And that's what I'm trying to do, you know? I'm really trying to focus on just piecing everything together for myself and just staying focused on what's important and keeping myself in high regards and just realizing, man, that like, I mean something, you know? I am valuable. Like, for a long time in my life, like, I never really thought that, man. Like, I didn't have good self-esteem. I wasn't confident in myself. I didn't think, you know, that honestly I would even be alive in a few years. But I mean, shit, a few years has gone by, and like, I've been through a lot, man, like, over the last 3 years, and I don't really want to get into that, and I don't want to, you know, tell you all my personal business and shit, but it's been rough for me these last few years. Over the last few years, like, I really struggled too. I mean, like, the last 2.5 years probably, for real. Like, if I could really piece together a timeline of everything, starting in like September of 2020, like, shit just got downhill quick, and like, especially for my mental health, you know, and like, I didn't even realize at the time, like, I was really having problems with that shit. Like, I didn't have any diagnoses.